Greetings and welcome back to Switch to Linux. We are on an Ubuntu Budgie desktop, and I think I have my topic for Wednesday's discussion. Is Ubuntu dead? I had so many problems. Now, first and foremost, why am I at Ubuntu Budgie? I haven't talked about Ubuntu Budgie in a while. Well, because Solus wasn't working at all. I attempted to install Solus 7 times. It is not on my list of top distros for 2018. Nope, I kicked Solus off. I don't know, probably around, 11, 12 o'clock tonight, I kicked Solus off because it wasn't working. Tried multiple drives, I tried multiple ways of installing it. I simply could not get Solus to work. It just kept on getting stuck consistently at, flushing cache to drive. Just sat there for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And so I was like, well, I wanted to run Budgie, and let's go ahead and give Ubuntu a little more love because I haven't given Ubuntu enough. And I had a few difficulties installing this, but I think some of it is the drive I may have been installing to what might be going bad. So I switched drives, and I did, by the way, I switched drives and tried to run Solus on it first, and that wasn't going to work. So now we are running Ubuntu Budgie right now, and this is the 1710. I just got to stop and verify this thing works. I am running into so many problems. It might be related. I'm guessing this runs Wayland. I'm not completely sure. I didn't look up everything. However, actually, if I go up into my administration, there is an X diagnostic. Let me password there. I am expecting to see some crashes as we go here. X diagnostic settings, so report an Xorg bug. So I don't know. Is this Wayland? Is this org? I don't know. I haven't a clue. And I haven't dug into it, nor will I anytime soon. I'm just going to tell you that from a new user's perspective, this thing would make me go back to Windows or Mac. I've had a lot of problems with this, and I think of it is I've had a lot of problems with Ubuntu lately. I think 16.04 was Ubuntu's last version, and I mean, unless they do something really amazing with the 18, which I haven't even looked at yet, I don't have any interest in looking at it, to be honest. I was interested in looking at 17 and what was coming out. I was interested in what were they going to do with Unity 8, which I kind of hated, but oh well. And so I went ahead and ran with Solus Budgie because I want to give Budgie a try, and if it doesn't clean itself up here and start acting a little bit nicer, it's not going to last more than a week over here. I've had a lot of problems getting things installed, and in just every Ubuntu 17 system I've run into, I've gotten a little pop-up, something went wrong, and you can click the little details and send information or whatever else, but, I'm getting a lot of instability. Now, to understand, when Ubuntu 16 came out, I was running Ubuntu 16 on production machines in pre-alpha releases. That is how good Ubuntu 16 was. This 17, it is so unstable. It's baffling to me. I have no idea. But here we're just going to kind of walk through. The only things that I did is I installed... I installed another theme, but I didn't change to it. I thought it looked kind of neat. I ran my basic system updates, and I installed my simple screen recorder and my GUVC view, which is what I usually do to throw on a camera view if I'm running the simple screen recorder, and it crashes if I do anything other than this size camera. It crashes. Whatever. I don't know. So we're going to go through just some of the things. What's great about the distro, when you first load it up, you get this nice system here where you can actually come down here. Here's Budgie applets. Here's the software center, your snap applets, your Flatpak. I actually didn't go over here. I'm not completely sure what all is over this way. I didn't see any of that. Okay, brightness control, calendars, global menu applets. Okay. I guess that moves the thing up to the panel like the old versions of Ubuntu had. All right, so that's kind of neat. Now, when you first loaded this up, it gave me a separate screen, which gave me the option to install my non-free codecs and things like that right at the start. So that was pretty cool. Is that the introduction? No, that wasn't it. Not sure if I can get back to it on the menu or not. But that was actually a very nice thing. So once the thing worked and I got the thing started up, the problems actually occurred when I was attempting to install software through the Software Center. And again, this is, I don't like the Gnome Software Center. You'll see even up here, it says, sorry, something went wrong. Huh? I hate the Gnome Software Center. And I've talked about it in the past. The biggest challenge, the only functionality in the search is you can only search by package name. So, unless they fix something. So, let's just type in email. So if I just type in email, I get these types of things. Okay, so there's evolution. So it looks like things are actually showing up. So that's actually good. Maybe that's been fixed or whatever else. But I installed GUCV View, took 3 times to attempt to install it. Simple Screen Recorder simply wouldn't install from here. It kept on giving me errors. I finally said screw it and did it through the terminal, which is probably the better way to install stuff anyway. But when I do these, I really want to see how is this from a new user's perspective. Who you load up a terminal like this, ooh, that scares some people. So I want to get a feel: can I do things through the GUI well or not? And that's kind of what my question is. So it gives me let's just have a look at everything that's installed. Like I said, the only programs I installed were the 2 I'm using here to record the video. Caffeine is installed and activated by default, so that's kind of cool. And let's see, there's a maps, Plank, there's a weather application. There is also, this might interest some people, there is this nightlight mode. I found that this thing actually destroys my eyes. I accidentally turned this thing on to see what it did, and I could not even look at the screen. It was horrible. But that's just, it's doing what it should be doing. I'm just used to seeing the bright white screens when I'm in here doing bright white screens. So, that's kind of that. And Kitty wants to come and say hi. Hello. All right, Kitty's going to come up here and calm me down because it has not been a good night. All right, we got 4 games over here pre-installed by default. We have Mine, Sudoku, Mahjong, and Solitaire. Under graphics, we have a thumb viewer. We have LibreOffice Draw and the Simple Scan application. We have Chromium. Geary, why in the world? Geary sucks, people. Stop using it. It is like IMAP only. It's like the applications you find on Windows 10. It's horrid crap. Can I just uninstall that now? I don't know. So we have the full LibreOffice. Actually, I don't see the database application. We have LibreOffice except the database application. There's again our math. We have the GNOME MP4. Again, I installed the viewer and I installed the simple screen recorder. See, I got 2 simple screen recorders now. I don't know. We'll figure it out. With Rhythm Box, we have Cheese. Cheese has never worked well for me. I should try Cheese sometime. Here's our Budgie items, our Budgie welcome. Let's see our power stats. Let's see if that one is there. I was getting quite a bit of system lag, but I think that might be due to just updating stuff, because I'm not seeing that now as I'm going through. So, don't try and do anything while you're updating the system. Here's your preferences and your basic utilities. So overall, it seems like a pretty good system. Let's see. Okay, so this is actually giving me, I think, information about the mouse, keyboard, processor. Okay. All right, so let's see here. So we are running at about 1.2 gigabyte of memory, which is actually not too bad, being as that we are recording HD video while we're doing this. So that's actually not too bad. And I did not see what it's running before I ran video, so I can't comment on that. Of course, this is Budgie, so you have kind of like a GNOME type system, but you do have your Raven menu over here. This is the thing that kind of appeals to me in the in this system. So if I were to want to run a very modern desktop environment, this is probably the one I would want to run. The other one I was looking for is I want to see if there's an Ubuntu Deepin yet, which I didn't see one yet, but that's actually another one I'd like to try out a little bit. One of the things I really like is the fact that we have our volume controls right here. If you load up, for example, Rhythmbox or any of your other integrated audio players, they will also appear down here in your Raven menu. And so that is a really nice feature. This is the latest version of Budgie, at least it's one of the newest versions. Let's see if I can remember. I think I installed a theme called Material. I don't even know how exactly I can switch to it. Oh well. Here's the various defaults that we have. Ooh, that's horrible. Just seeing what the various themes are available to me. I kind of like the original. I'm not a huge fan of the flat looks, but that is that. I definitely don't care for those icons. These icons I like. I like these icons. These are nice. Oh, the humanity of it all. All right. Do I want a black or a white cursor? I'll go with white, actually. We can do dark theme, built-in animations. That's all good. All right, desktop icons. So we are turned those on. Of course, if you know me, you know I like your desktop icon. Ooh, those are ugly. Oh, well. I can deal with that. Let's just go ahead and turn all those on because I like those. I don't generally mess with any of the fonts or anything. Right, standard. All right, now here, of course, if you do know me, you know I absolutely hate panels at the top. So we're going to go ahead and move this to the bottom. And size, I think, is quite okay. So if you're not used to this, I'm just going to do a quick little setup of everything. I'm going to kind of make this mine. And I hate this dock over here, by the way. I'm going to replace that. We're going to throw our clock over there somewhere. That's good there. Okay, I like the separator. I'm down with the separator. Now I do need to find my we want to add an applet. I want to add a show the desktop applet. And I always put that way at the bottom far corner so I can just go right on back to the desktop just like that. Of course, now I've just totally messed up where my camera view happens to be. Let's see, there we are. So I need to add a taskbar to that as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Icon task list. That's actually not what I wanted. Yeah, goodbye. I don't care for those. That's it. That's the one I wanted. And I want that over there. Alright, so now I can kind of see everything. Now, this is one of the things I don't like about Budgie is that it does not actually have launchers. You can do what I had up here earlier. You can do this icon task list, which behaves as icons pinned to the taskbar, but those actually drive me crazy. The difference is that I will need something down here where I can click it and load. Every time I click it, it loads a new instance. So if I click on this, it'll load up Chromium. And then the problem is that, let's cancel that for now. Problem is if you click it again, it just goes down. Now, yeah, people say, oh, middle click it, it'll open a new instance. The thing is that I don't generally use middle clicks on a lot of things, and several of the mice that I have may not have a middle click button. And so that's not exactly a good thing. So actually, what I'm going to do is get rid of this dock as soon as I can figure out how to get rid of that dock. Get rid of that guy. I'm guessing that's probably that might actually be is that a side panel? Or is that a, no, it's not. We'll figure out where this dock is. Dude, go away. Leave me alone. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that dock, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the Cairo dock, which is the preferable dock that I use. So let's see if I can install this with the software center. I don't know. Move, kitty, unless you want to type for me. All right. So we're going to go install that. Let's see if this actually works or not. So I was having a lot of problems installing properly. Okay, now it's back installing again. It keeps on going back to 1%, and I'm not completely sure why. Might be working at this point. This is kind of what I was talking about. You'll see how long it took to load up that menu there. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah, we're kind of stuck. Right, the video keeps recording, but it's kind of dragging out itself a little bit. What are you doing? All right. See our startup applications. Let's launch the Cairo dock. Plank. I think that's the one I want to get rid of. Let's remove plank, close. Yes. Yes, I'm aware. Thank you. Oh, leave me alone. Come on. Bye, Mr. Plank. You drive me crazy. All right. Of course, that may not go anywhere until I restart the system. All right. Okay. No, I don't want to load a bunch of stuff. There we go. That's what I want. I want to configure my dock. All right. So what we're going to do is... this is the one problem with the dock, is that there's a little bit of, somehow I hit that. There's a little bit of like a little bit of you'll get these pop-ups, and you may not see the pop-up somewhere, and you got to hit the check button, and you don't realize it. And so you're trying to click on something. It's like, why is it not working? Yeah, that's kind of what you need to do there. So. I do actually have a whole video specifically on the dock. I like putting my dock on the right. Over here, I want to reserve space for the dock. That means that when I maximize something, it's not applied yet, but when I maximize something, it saves room for the dock there. So that's kind of what that does. And then I want to find the option for when you click it. Okay, okay, so we have, this is our nice effects there, and I'll go ahead and add and remove different things there as I, after the video's done rolling. I need to find the option for each time, like I said, each time I click one of these, I want it to load up a new instance. All right, let me just go ahead and do a password here for the keyring, because it's going to keep driving me crazy until I do. The joys of setting up new Linux computers. Okay, so you'll see that it's doing the same exact thing. I just got to remember where the I have to remember where the setting is to turn that on. So what I need to do is when I click it, let's see. I'm gonna have to find that somewhere in the configurations. Oh, you know what? It's under, I think it's under advanced mode there. All right. And let's see, visibility. I need to do... Just completely forget where that thing is. I might actually have to go watch my other video again. It's been a while since I've set up a dock. All right, behavior, taskbar, short keys. I'll have to go find that another day. Basically, there is an option in the dock that will enable me to. It will enable me to. Every time I click on an item, it's going to give me the option to just load up a new one. It's just I gotta remember where that is. Let's see. Behavior on taskbar integrated. Dock. I'm sure somebody's watching this video going, "It's down there, stupid, it's down there," and I just can't remember. All right, I'll find that when the camera's done rolling. There's just a setting to toggle the button to tell it to every time you click it, you'll get a new thing. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's under the advanced. I just can't remember where it is under the advanced, so I'm going to look for it a little bit later. Other things we want to install. Let's go ahead and load up our software center, and I'm just going to install Synaptic because I want to be able to search for things without without going into the terminal. I just don't remember everything I need, but I can find them really fast in Synaptic. Basically, I use this as the media PC, so I need to install, VLC, which I don't think is installed already. I need to install Kodi, and I need a few other web browsers on here as well. And then I'm going to go through here, customize this menu, make sure the menu is good. I might just go ahead and keep that one. Let's go ahead also, while that's going, and yeah, sure, let's go ahead and launch that application. Why not? All right, let's see. You go away. No, I don't need a quick introduction to you. The kitty is testing for weaknesses in my internal organs. He is plotting to kill me. All right. Come on. You can find it. All right. Mark all that. All right, now we're going to do VLC. Mark all that. All right. We are going to install Firefox because I doubt WaterFox is in the repository. Okay. Let's go ahead and search. See if WaterFox is in here. Usually it's not. Nope. I don't think Pale Moon is. Nope. All right, let's go ahead and apply those. I'm sure there's more applications I need as well, but we're going to go ahead and apply those. Hopefully on reboot, my plank should go away. Since it is uninstalled, but if you're unfamiliar with Linux, you can delete a file, and as long as it's still loaded in memory, it won't go away. But if I reboot the computer, this one should go other place. So that's what we're going to do there. I'm probably going to change this. I'm not a huge fan of having the foot there for my menu icon, but we'll see what else we need to do. So I don't know, as far as when I right before I turned on the camera because things weren't working well, but everything seems to be working a little bit better now. But I don't know, I think we might still do that live discussion. Is Ubuntu dead or dying? I'm not sure, one of them. But regardless, let's just do one more thing for anybody that's new. Let's go ahead and look at changing the backgrounds and things like that. So this is kind of your main settings panel. Is that all I have? See, this is that thing I was talking about. I am like, and now granted things are still installing, but when things are still installing, don't be expecting to do anything, because it's like I'm getting this major massive lag. You know what? I like this background more than I like anything else in here. I really like this background. But if you did want to change your background, that's where you change it. Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi is working, so that's good. I have no idea where Wallow is, but he's right here apparently. If you're looking for Wallow, here he is. There's your backgrounds, notifications. Let's see what the privacy settings are by default. Okay, screen lock is on, location is off, usage history is on, purge temporary is off, and problem reporting is automatic. No. Not all updates succeeded. Hello? All right. See, I'm getting, this is that stuff I'm getting. I'm trying to look into things and it's like nothing is doing anything. I'm trying to see what the details are here. So these are those things I'm talking about. I've never encountered these types of things on prior versions of Ubuntu, but now it's just like the thing just can't run smooth anymore. I don't know why. Like, okay, fine, Synaptic, I get it, things didn't install, would you go away now? Okay, I can minimize it, that's about all I can do. I can't seem to close, and I can't seem to see what the errors happen to be. And so, yeah, that's whatever. Go away, go away, go away. Just close. Just close. Screw it. All right, that's kind of the things I'm talking about. I've never encountered these problems on previous versions of Ubuntu. And it's not Ubuntu Budgie. I've encountered this on all of the Ubuntus I've run recently. So those are kind of my thoughts. Just very quick thing, and you know, I'll run this, and maybe by tomorrow I'll have run this a little bit more and see if it actually works well or not. So thanks for watching. I'm not going to have the regular intros or outros over here just because the other computer is busy doing stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and upload this as it is and call it a late night. So thanks for watching. Hope that you enjoy switching to Linux. And can I find simple stereo? See ya.